$5 million. That's how much was lost, and not on a failed product or risky investment, but on a pipeline project that never even got commissioned. Why? Because of poor cost control, ignored red flags, and outdated project costing methods. And this? This is just one of hundreds in the energy and utilities sector each year. Today, I'll show you how energy leaders are flipping the script, using strategic cost management to turn overruns into profits, chaos into control. And I'll give you a direct path to mastering the skill through my online course built for the sector. Here's the truth. The energy and utilities sector deals with massive capital, long timelines, and public scrutiny. That's a volatile mix. A single procurement delay can push costs up by 20%. Budget inaccuracies can lock in losses for decades. Regulatory missteps create fines or, worse, shutdowns. But most cost planning still happens in outdated spreadsheets, siloed teams, and reactive decisions. The result? Overspending is baked into the system. Let's talk about a small rural substation project in South America. $8.5 million budget. 18-month plan. But 4 months in, they were 25% over budget. Why? Inaccurate forecasting. Idle labor during procurement delays. Poor contingency management. They paused. They restructured. And they brought in strategic cost experts who implemented work breakdown cost modeling, schedule-based cash flow analysis, forecast adjustments every 2 weeks. The project came in just 2% over and saved over $650,000 on vendor renegotiation. That shift from chaos to control is exactly what you'll learn in my course. Here's the system used by top-performing utility firms globally. 1. Cost structuring. Define scope-linked cost packages, O&M, CAPEX, EPC. 2. Budgeting plus forecasting. Use historical project data, inflation models, and probabilistic risk. 3. Procurement strategy. Align vendor contracts with payment milestones and penalties. 4. Monitoring tools. Implement weekly dashboards, EVM, CPI, SPI. 5. Change control. Have formal processes for any scope or budget variance. 6. Post-project audit. Identify root causes and cost learning for the next cycle. Old-school costing doesn't cut it anymore. Energy projects are multi-decade, multi-location, multi-vendor. Traditional costing systems don't factor regulatory lags. Miss out on dynamic fuel and commodity pricing. Can't track change orders effectively. That's why so many projects look great on paper, but bleed cash in reality. Strategic cost management is about building dynamic, adaptive systems, and that's what you'll learn step by step inside the course. Here is what I see again and again. Mistake 1. Underestimating escalation costs. Solution: dynamic cost indices. Mistake 2. Siloed budgeting. Solution: integrated cost schedule planning. Mistake 3. No scope freeze. Solution: formal stage gate cost approvals. Mistake 4. Ignoring operations lifecycle cost. Solution: total cost of ownership modeling. Fixing these is not about working harder, it's about learning to work smarter. Whether you're a project engineer, finance lead, or aspiring executive, cost mastery makes you indispensable. Energy firms are under pressure to perform. Governments are cutting subsidies. Private investors demand better ROI. The pros who understand how to manage cost from day one are the ones getting hired, retained, and promoted. Here's what you get when you enroll. 1. Key concepts of cost management: renewables and infrastructure. 2. Cost planning strategies. 3. Accurate cost estimation. 4. Budgeting and financial control. 5. Cost monitoring and performance tracking. 6. Cost optimization and efficiency. So, stop letting budget slip through the cracks. Join the leaders using strategic cost management to drive profit, avoid chaos, and stay compliant. Enroll today. This is how you become not just cost-aware, but cost-powerful. Remember that $5 million mistake at the start? It became a case study in our course. Because they didn't just fix the project, they rebuilt their entire cost strategy. And you can too. Click the link below.